Paris. 2 CP. This is interesting, for sure. On offense, so I'm gonna go over kind of the basic things of this map. On offense, this is the choke, obviously. This is gonna be your choke. There are flanks, however, a lot of flanks I've found. The main one I have found being this roof. You can go over this roof. So, characters that can kind of have vertical mobility, those being Genji, Pharah, Sombra with Translocator, Widowmaker with the grappling hook, Lucio with wall ride. I'm pretty sure you can do this as Lucio. Obviously, if you can have Pharah over here, you can have a Mercy if your Mercy stays with your Pharah, so this could be good for Mercy. I didn't even do that right. If you, obviously, do that, get maximum vertical height. Rain held down upon them on the choke for the position that they'll hold, which I feel like is going to be in this little area. Now, other flanks I found, if you cannot go through this top left roof, you also have the ability to go through this this left side room after choke, which leads you into this little area with the stairs. You can use this car for cover, and I highly recommend it. Then you can get up these stairs, and you have access to their back line. You have access to the staircase here, the room right here. You have free access to those. Other than that, you don't really have much else access, because I feel like if you go on point, trying to get into that room, they're going to turn around and head to point. Which could be a good little method, I feel. There's also a flank over on this side, on the right side of choke. After you make it past this just leads back there. So after this little choke area, you can go on the right side and you end up in the parking lot into the police station. Now into this police station, you have a lot that you can do. If this is where I feel like they're going to be holding, you can engage them into this little hallway here. Or have split up, have multiple people, have some people like 3 people going through here, and have 3 other people kind of doing a pincer maneuver, if possible. Could probably kill out the defense pretty quickly if you do something like that. Other than that, if you don't want to do that, you can also push right into here, which is behind the entire team. You can decide from here to go under this little bridge onto the point right here, which I don't recommend, because the enemies here would have the high ground, which they can just kind of spam you if you're going under. And if you don't decide to go under, you could go through, just keep going straight, into the mega room right here, which is nice, which also does connect with the holding position right here through this bridge. However, you can just go right on the point right there. So I feel like the optimal thing that people are going to do is either A, just go straight through onto the point like that if you're running like goats or something, don't initiate them, just run through. Or B, if you want to do some sort of special flank, you can push here, have your team go on the left side here, or the right side, and have a fight over here. Or go right side and just go all the way around on the point, especially if you have a Lucio, this is probably your best decision. Speeding right on the point, you will have to force the enemy team onto point as a speed boost. They won't have enough time to really react to you literally speeding all the way through. Well, they will. They'll be able to run back. But the thing is, if they don't have a Lucio of their own, by the time that they get onto the point, you should already be on point. Like a Reinhardt would have to force charge to make it on the point to contest. I feel like it'll just be a good decision to go through this flank. Or if you are a flanking hero yourself, you can go through onto this blue roof. This is personally my favorite flank on the map so far, is this blue roof. I feel like there's a lot of potential there. Now, second point for offense. I don't really, I don't know, I don't think there's gonna be a lot. I feel like this is gonna be, honestly, I don't know where your spawn is gonna be after first point. I don't really know. But with all that being said, I feel like second point is a really hard thing to defend. As, you know, this entryway, the entryway all the way over there, and the entrance right all the way onto the left side. Your team can enter through any of these three positions. If you go through main, you have the option to win left or right. Or you can just go right straight through onto the point, because I'm assuming this right here is the point. Now, there is a lot you can do on said point. Depending on who you're playing, say you're playing Pharah. Something that I found that you can easily do, honestly, I feel like, is if you decide to go one of the flanks, I personally think the right flank is the best for this. Now, in my opinion, Widows would hold here, or the entire enemy team would hold there. And if they're holding there, as you see, they're probably focused onto the straight side of point, this right here. And you can't really see off, you can kind of see on the left corner, and the right corner. The left is a lot more open for them to see you, and the right's a little bit more closed off because of these giant walls separating your vision. So maybe, honestly, going left side like this side would be better if you're on offense. Because as far as something that I found that you could probably do and make work, is if you are flanking like this, you could continue to flank, and when you're ready with your team, you could either floor, shift, and ult. And if you can do that in a good amount of time, it will easily wipe the enemy team, I think. And you could probably pull it off on the same thing on the other side, right here. Except you will have to turn your mouse, I think, a little bit more, probably, to be able to adjust, because you do something like that, I don't know. I think there's a lot of unique things you can do on this map. Characters with vertical mobility like Pharah, Genji. Now, I think another character that shines well on this map will be Doomfist, at least the second point. Oh god, frame rate. Second point of Doomfist I like because you can bounce on this little thing right here. And if you're on the offense side and you're pushing in, you can do this, I think, and disrupt their holding position, giving your team enough time to push it onto the point. Or if the enemy team is holding up here, you can just punch their Rhine. And if you have Meteor Strike, just Meteor Strike. Keep yourself alive. Then you can do a homing E pretty easily. In terms of the flanking positions, it's kind of the same as Pharah. You could, what I found is if you do, I think it would be best to do on this side because you have more vertical height. You could do a homing E like that pretty easily. Just being right here. If you jump off a little bit and then pop E onto this onto the balcony here, you can get a homing E. Oh, I just popped windows. Alright, wrong button. I'm the best at this. So just one more time, you don't need right click. Just jump off, pop E. You can probably get an uppercut in there as well to disrupt their team. And especially if they have a Rhine up there, you can do what I was mentioning, do that and then punch him off of the high ground if he's the first one in your path of travel. Other than that, there's not much. I think that Doomfist is good on this map, or at least on the second point, not the map. In general on the map, he does have some other good spots. First point, obviously, I did mention with this, if you're not bad, you can pull this off. Where uppercut, do that, the punch, and you're behind them. Like that. Or if you... Oh, alright. Or if you want to get fancy with it, I don't know if this is actually possible. So like that, and then you can homing E on the choke. Not gonna be, not choke, holding position. I'm not good at explaining this. I feel like that's very effective. I don't know. Other than that, I'm not sure how effective Doom is gonna be on this new map. So though, like I picked Doom specifically because of those reasons that Doomfist has these interactions with the bounces and stuff. Other than that, some heroes I feel like are gonna shine more than others. Lucio, I think personally is going to be a very good character for this map because you have a lot of walls to go off of. There is a lot that you can wall ride on. It's insane. Like, if you're on defense, I don't know if you can actually do it, honestly. Yeah, I don't think you can do it, honestly. It was an idea. But, obviously, if you're on the offense, you can speed your team through on to choke, or on the point. I cannot explain this very well, can I? I feel like there's a lot that Lucio has for wall riding in this map. Obviously, speed, keep the adrenaline, and then beat on point if you need it. Because I assume that you got your enemy team, or your team is gonna be taking a lot of damage running through like that because enemies holding here, they see you going through there, they're gonna try and reposition and attack you, stuff like that. I feel like. Now, other than that, the other things I guess it's important to note. Health pack locations is big. This is a good one right here. I don't know what room to call this honestly, but this back room over here to the side of point has a mega. On the other side of point, you have a mini. You also have a mini in this little room over here that on offense, you can just kind of go like there. Into the parking lot, you have a mini in the back. There's not a mini scattered around the first point. Now, second point has its fair share of minis. You have a mini here, or just health packs in general. Now, if you go onto the right side of point, you have a mini up here, but there's one in the back, like over there. You have a mini right here, so if you're playing like Widow and you're peeking all this, like if you're like jiggle peeking, you do have a heal that you can quickly yoink, and grab. Yank? I can't, I swear to God, I'm not good at English anymore. Over here, if you're going on the left side, you can speed your team through. You do have a mega here as well. I feel like that's gonna be good flanking. Good flank is this left side. Other than that, I'm not sure about any other special things you can do on this map. I'll keep experimenting, but in terms of unique things, besides the Doomfist ledge jumps, ledge bounces, like on the I don't want to call it a well, on the statue of second point, I feel like that's to me his primary ledge jump. You know, this thing. He can rocket punch on it, and then he's in there. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty much it for this map. I think I've gone over pretty much everything I can think of. Yeah. This will be interesting. I wonder how competitive play is going to look for this map. In terms of how it's comparable to like Horizon and Anubis. Those maps specifically come to mind for 2CP because those are honestly the worst. Especially Temple. I wonder how it's going to compare. Is it going to be better than those experiences, or is it going to be just as bad as those maps? Experiences maps. Personally, we'll see. We still have 2 weeks. Once this map is released on live, we still have 2 weeks to play around with it, learn everything. And yeah, that is pretty much all I can say though about Real. I don't know why I want to say Rialto. Paris. This is the best I can think of for Paris. Obviously, it's your attacking spawn. I don't know. There's not really anything special I can think of about this place. In terms of the uniqueness of the map, it's very unique. It's 2CP very unique. But what I mean by special things about it is there any special interactions with certain heroes that can benefit them over other heroes? It's a little confusing in my words. I don't know. I think this is gonna be an interesting competitive map, especially in like the pro scene, like an Owl. I wonder is Goat's gonna reign supreme like it always does. We will see, because I feel like Goats is just this, like, just basically speeding on to point. I failed that wall ride terribly, but still. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah.